Welcome, everyone, to this session today. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes before starting the session for a few more people to join. But in the meantime, feel free to get comfortable. Hello, welcome. If you want to scan the QR code that you see on the screen, feel free to do so. You can download the Wellhub app if you want to find out more about how it works. In the meantime, we're going to get started in a couple of minutes. Perfect. I think we can get started in the meantime, and then I'll just give a few rules before we get started. So welcome everyone to this Meet Wellhub session. The purpose of this session is to basically present to you a bit about Wellhub, what it's all about, what's included. It's going to be a bit of a generic session, so no pricing or specific information related to each company is going to be provided, but more of an overview about what's Wellhub and how it works. So I mentioned before getting started, if you want to scan the QR code that you see on the screen, feel free to do so. You can download the Wellhub app if you're not already using it to better follow along and understand what it's all about. So if you have some questions, please pop them in the chat and I'll make sure to get back to you at the end. And just to note, this session is being recorded and then it will be uploaded and shared in a later time for whoever is not able to join live today. So I think we can get started now. So a bit about myself before I start introducing Wellhub. Welcome once again. My name is Ilaria. I'm based in London, which is great because my favorite spin studio, SoulCycle, is also easily accessible for me. But the great thing about Wellhub, and personally my favorite, is that it makes so many different gyms and studios available all across the country, no matter where you're based. And lastly, if like me, you struggle with creativity in the kitchen, I definitely recommend using LiveSum, which is one of our partner apps for nutrition, if you need a bit of inspiration and help when it comes to that. So I'm going to play a quick video introducing Wellhub before we actually crack on with the session. Okay, here it is.
Welcome to Wellhub. Offered by your company, you get all-in-one flexible access to the world's best network for fitness, mindfulness, therapy, nutrition, and sleep. Enjoy the best in wellness through a convenient mobile app with affordable plans that offer tons of wellness options. So, whether you are hybrid, remote, at the office, or on the go, Wellhub can help you create and sustain healthy routines. From more physical activity with gyms, studios, classes, and trainers, to less stress with mindfulness, meditation, and online therapy, to building lasting habits with nutrition apps and wellness coaches. Get started today and check in with your well-being every day.
Okay. Sorry for the skipping back and forth, sorry. Why Wellhub is a great fit for your lifestyle. I kind of introduced it with the video, but the great thing is that Wellhub supports well-being from a 360 perspective. What does this mean? This means that basically within Wellhub, you can find options for fitness, mindfulness and sleep, therapy, nutrition, and also personalized coaching. But I'm going to go into a bit more detail for that in the coming slides. On the screen, you can see some of the partners that you can find on Wellhub. At the moment, we have around 2,500 gyms and also more than 50 wellbeing apps. This number is constantly growing, so that we can hopefully provide a service that's inclusive and where everyone can find something that suits them. But we're gonna skip and look at how you can create your free account before looking at anything else that's available within Wellhub. So if you haven't joined already, hopefully the process to create a free account is quite smooth and straightforward. So once you've downloaded the Wellhub app, all you need to do is click on the sign up for free button that you see on the screen. You'll be requested to select the company that you work for, and then you'll be asked to insert a work email. So once you've inserted this work email, you'll receive a verification code. So make sure to copy and paste this onto the Wellhub app. And then you'll be asked to create a password and select a name for yourself. And at the end, the registration process should be complete. Bear in mind that in some cases, depending on your company, you might be asked to insert an employee ID. So if you have any doubts when it comes to that, make sure to check with your HR team before signing up. So in terms of what Wellhub has to offer, we're going to now navigate through the different options that are available both online and offline, so in person and online. Here you can see an overview of some of the wellbeing apps that you can find on Wellhub. So there's something hopefully for everyone, starting from fitness, mindfulness and sleep, therapy, nutrition, and so on. One important thing to mention in this case is that when you use all these apps, you get access to the premium version thanks to your Wellhub membership. So at no additional cost, you can enjoy the premium version of Strava, MyFitnessPal, and so on. Going in a bit more detail for each and every category, starting with fitness, this is a great option if, for example, you maybe don't have time to go to the gym, you're traveling, or you prefer to work out from home. On Wellhub, you have several wellbeing apps that allow you to do this. So, for example, if you love running, Strava obviously is a very famous app. There's Apple Fitness, Heavy, Zana Rebel for yoga, Zumba, and so on. So again, these are great options if maybe you prefer working out from home and so on, and maybe don't want to head to the gym. In terms of mental health and mindfulness options, on Wellhub you can find resources to meditate, relax, improve your mood, and so on. We have some great partners, including Headspace, Calm, Meditopia, and so on. What's great about Headspace is that they've recently introduced a texting one-on-one support service. So basically, if you need some instant support when it comes to maybe goal setting, motivation, stress, and so on, you also have that option available as well. Along the same lines, on Wellhub, you can also find options for counseling and therapy, especially from higher plans. So, for example, within the Gold plan, you can get access to up to 4 therapy sessions online with a therapist with iFeel. This is also available through Therapy Site as well, for example. In terms of options for nutrition, if you need some guidance, some support when it comes to meal prepping or planning, MyFitnessPal, we all know it, is also a great option. Livesum that I mentioned at the beginning of the session. And another great partner is Nutrim, as they offer consultations with nutritionists as well. This tends to be available starting from higher plans around the Gold plan usually, but definitely a great option if that's something you're interested in. In terms of sleep options, on Wellhub, you have some great options if you want to track your sleep, get some insights on your sleep quality, and so on. A great app for this is Sleep Cycle, but there's also so many different apps, including Sleep Score, Rise, Better Sleep, and so on as well, if you want some variety. In terms of specialized wellbeing options, this is a bit of a broader category as it includes apps that can support you with different things. For example, BodyFast is one of the apps that we've recently added at the beginning of the year, that's supporting with fasting, for example, but you also have financial management with mobiles, Fabulous with daily habit coaching and motivation, goal setting, and so on. So again, this is a bit of a broader category, supporting in different areas. And last but not least, we recently enlarged our options when it comes to women's health. So not only you can find options for menstrual health with Clue and Maya, for example, but we've recently started working with Baby to Body, Peanut, Pregnancy Plus, Nixie, and so on, which are all apps that support with women's health as a whole. So when it comes to fertility, pregnancy, motherhood, and so on, these are also great options as well. In terms of the physical partner network, so here we're speaking about gyms, studios, and so on. This is kind of an overview of what's available within the UK. So some of the partners as well you might recognize, might already be using. Great thing is that with Wellhub, you can access all of these partners within one plan. One important thing to mention in this case is that we always recommend that you keep your location services on while navigating through the app, as you can easily find gyms and studios that are available in your area. Along the same lines, this is what's available for employees that are based in Ireland, in case of some of you are on today's call. So pretty much the same. Obviously, the number of partners and the partners may vary, but this is just an overview of what's available to you in Ireland as well. So speaking of finding gyms and studios, on Wellhub, there's multiple ways to find and locate gyms and studios around you. So you can either enter your postcode, as you can see on the screen, you can see a list view or a map view of the partners that are available. But say that your favorite gym or studio is not available on the Wellhub app yet, we always appreciate referrals. So on the screen, you can see the process to refer a partner. We have some success stories when it comes to partner referrals. So basically, once you've inserted all the details of the gym that you'd like us to get in touch with, our partnerships team will do our best to try to contact and add this partner for you. So we always appreciate your referrals. This can be done through the Wellhub app as well. In terms of live classes, so on Wellhub, you also have the flexibility to participate in interactive group classes online. So say again, along the same lines of the fitness options, maybe you prefer to work from home or don't have time to go to the gym. Live classes online are always a great option if you still want to work out but comfortably from home. So how does this work when it comes to booking a class? Basically, all you need to do is use the Wellhub app once again. Once you've logged in, you need to click on the Explore tab that you see below. On the filters, you need to filter according to classes, and then you'll see a list of date, times, and activities. Basically, just select the one that you're interested in and confirm the booking at the end. A few things to mention when it comes to booking and cancellations. So on Wellhub, some partners might offer classes and others do not. In some cases, you might be required to maybe call the partner. In other cases, you can book through the Wellhub app directly, but all of this can be checked on the Wellhub partner description on the app. So what we usually recommend is that you look up for the partner that you're interested in. So for example, Frame, Better, and so on, directly on the Wellhub app. And at that point, you can see what kind of offerings the partner has on Wellhub. Along the same lines, cancellations might work similarly. So different partners might have different requirements. Once again, we either recommend that you ask directly at the gym or the studio, or check the partner description on Wellhub to see what are the cancellation policies for that specific partner should you need to cancel a class. So similarly, private sessions are one-on-one online sessions with a personal trainer. So you can have up to 8 per month with the higher plans. So this tends to be for the platinum plan or diamond plan. That depends on the plan that you're in, obviously. But these are one-on-one sessions for different activities that you can have with a personal trainer. So it would be just you and the personal trainer on the call. The process to booking them is pretty much the same as the one I explained for the live classes. All you need to do in this case is filter for private sessions instead, but the process is still pretty much the same. So I mentioned Training Out by Wellhub at the beginning with the personalized coaching. So I'm going to go into a bit more detail on that in this slide. So if you're not sure when it comes to building a healthy routine, that's basically where Training Out by Wellhub can come in to support you. So once you downloaded the Trainiac app, all you need to do is complete a quick questionnaire that will pair you with a wellness coach. So this is someone that could provide you with a personalized workout and also support you with other partner apps on the Wellhub network to basically allow you to work on yourself from a holistic perspective. So after all this information of what's available on Wellhub, this is kind of a summary of what you can do with Wellhub within a week. So how you can leverage your membership within a week. So obviously all the partners that you use and the activities that you tend to do, you can change them up every week as well if you want. I've personally become way more active since starting to use Wellhub because it gave me the opportunity to try maybe things that I wanted to try but wasn't really sure how and where. So this is a great thing that with Wellhub you have so many options both at the gym, at home, or wherever you are. And it allows you to basically stay active as you want throughout the week. So in terms of exploring the Wellhub app functionalities, these are basically the three main tabs that you're going to be using all the time while navigating through the app. So this is the checking tab, explore, and profile. So the checking tab is basically used to access gyms and studios, and it's where you can also check your daily or monthly history of check-ins. The Explore tab, as I just mentioned, is basically where you can find all the activities that you're interested in. And the Profile tab is where you can change your account settings, refer a partner, access the help center, manage your subscription, and so on. In terms of checking in, so on Wellhub, you have a check-in per day. So this check-in can be used for an in-person class, a walking at the gym, a live group class online, or a personal training session. So say, for example, you booked a class. On Wellhub, you basically see a check-in prompt popping up half an hour before the class starts, as you can see from these screenshots that I'm playing just now. So make sure to have your location services on around the studio or the gym before entering. And just head to the Wellhub app and click on the check-in prompt that you see. That will basically allow you to check in and join the class. But if, for example, you don't have a previously booked class and you're just heading for a walk-in, we definitely recommend that you head to the reception and ask someone to check you in. Again, different partners may have different requirements, so always make sure to check with the partner before checking in. Important to mention as well, the wellbeing apps that I just explained are always accessible. There's no limit for those apps. Then in terms of how to choose your plan. So basically, once you've created your free account, you have the possibility to easily search all the activities and the partners that are available within one plan before basically committing to one. So you can easily filter according to class, gyms, apps, and so on. Once you've decided which plan you'd like to enroll in, you just need to click on Get Plan, and then you'll be, oh, sorry for that. You'll be requested to enter your payment details. But if you have any doubts when it comes to payment details, as I realize that maybe different companies might have different requirements, make sure to check with it directly with your HR team, and they'll be happy to help. So I mentioned, I haven't mentioned family members yet. So basically on Wellhub, you also have the possibility to share this benefit with up to 3 family members. So there's a few things to mention in this case. So basically, your family members can basically get access to the same benefits and services that you can get access to. And as the main account holder, you don't need to have an active plan yourself to be able to add family members, but only an account. And the subscription payments are managed by you as the primary account holder. Bear in mind that family members can be on a different plan as opposed to the one that you are on, and you can also use a different payment method for your family member if you'd like. So how this works is basically, again, on the Wellhub app, make sure to head to your account section, and there you'll see a family member tab. So click on that. You're going to be asked to select a subscription and a payment method. Once again, it can be a different plan and a different payment method as opposed to the one that you're using for yourself. Then at the end of this process, you'll receive an activation link. So make sure to share this activation link with your family member so they can basically finish setting up their own profile, and then at the end be able to enjoy Wellhub separately. So a few things to mention before we wrap up the session. Every month we host different well-being events. For example, these are the ones that we hosted in April, for example, around meditation and breath work. But every month we have a set of webinars coming up. For example, we just hosted a few around yoga. And then we're going to have an exciting event with Reebok and Fabulous coming up in September around healthy routine and motivation and so on. So these are open to anyone. You can always join for free. So make sure to also check that out. In terms of the help center that I mentioned earlier, if you need any support, if you have any questions, please make sure to head to the help center. So this can be accessed directly through the Wellhub app, as you can see from the screen. You can either search through the FAQ or also start a chat with our Wellhub customer support team. On the screen, you can see the opening hours. Our team usually tends to respond within 24 hours usually. So this is the end of my presentation for today. Hopefully this has been useful. I've seen a couple of questions coming up, so I'll just head back to the Q&A. Someone is asking, which is the best app I can use for customized routines at the gym? So I guess in this case, Trainiac by Wellhub would be a great option. I explained, obviously, they pair you with a wellness coach. So this is someone that can help you both at the gym with personalized workouts and also suggest maybe any other apps that you can work with, let's say outside of the gym. So it kind of gives you that holistic element that we were discussing just now. So I think definitely recommend Trainiac, but there's also so many others. For example, Happy Fitness, Heavy. I recommend that you filter for apps and fitness on the app, on the Wellhub app, sorry. And there you can see several apps as well that can help you, sorry. Hopefully this answers your question. Are these slides available for download? We'd love to promote the app on our site and these. Yes, we always make sure to share both recording and slides. So I'll make sure to add that and ask to cascade this. Will we have another session like this? I had trouble connect and just managed to get in now. Sorry for that, but yes, we have host these Meet Wellhub sessions basically once a month. So the next one will take place in July, then we won't have one in August, and the next one will be in September. So yes, they're always available monthly. How long does it take to receive a negative feedback on a partner referral? So Iran, to answer your question, this really depends on the conversation with the gym. So there's no set process for this. Every story, every case is different. So I can't really give you a time frame. And really depends on how the conversation between our partnerships team and the gym goes. So I'm sorry, I can't provide a time frame for that. Hopefully it's not a negative feedback. And that's all I can say. Then is Trainiac available on all plans? No, Trainiac is available starting from the silver plan. Lloyd mentioned that they use Heavy to track their workouts, and they recommend that. So Heavy as well is a great option. I think this is referring to the first question I answered. Any other questions before we wrap up the session? Any feedback as well? If you're already using Wellhub, we always appreciate feedback. Here, if you want to give us some feedback, feel free to scan the QR code. Again, we'll make sure to make this recording available as well if needed. But if there's not any other questions, I think we can wrap up the session for today. So again, if you have any additional questions after this session, please make sure also to refer to the Help Center. That's a great resource as well. And thank you for joining anyways. Hope you have a lovely weekend and see you soon.